How's it going, guys? It's Syke and we're back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be going over conduits. Conduits are a underwater accessory that allows you to do multiple things underwater, from mining faster, completely breathing underwater, moving faster, and having virtual night vision underwater, so you can clearly see in the water and it's not all foggy. With it though, we do have a couple things we got to go over before we actually get straight into the conduit buffs and how to make them stronger and more or farther distances. So we're gonna head over there to my little crafting station, little area I have here. To start it off, let's figure out how we actually make a conduit and what a conduit is. Conduit is 8 nautilus shells, which come from killing drowned, and a heart of the sea, which comes from underwater sea treasure chests, underwater chests, and I think the temple as well. Next is going to be the prism blocks you're going to use to increase the buff and actually activate the conduit. Those are all of the prism blocks that you can use, and you're going to get those from the underwater temple and or kind of scavenging underwater. If you go to the temple though, you're going to have to fight both guardians and a elder guardian. There's going to be 3 in the temple, elder guardians, and guardians are going to be all over the place. So be ready to do that. Make sure you have a respiration helmet if you do plan to do that. Now, to actually activate your conduit, you're going to need at least 6 of these prism blocks, 16 of these prism blocks around the conduit to actually start the buff. If you have the minimum of 16, you can get a 31 block buff distance, which is it's okay. I mean, if you're first starting out, you only have about 16 or so blocks. It still works. Next up though is going to be 30 prism blocks, and that's going to give you a 62 block buff distance. So kind of in this formation, give or take a little. You can kind of make it however you want, but this works pretty good. It needs to be at least a block above the first prism block, so it can't just be on the block. Next up is going to be the 42 block prism, and this is the absolute max one. You can see it does look different than the other ones. It's kind of got that eye in there, and that's going to give you a 96 block buff distance, which is really, really good. I mean, you can go really far with this. You can swim all over the place if you have 96 blocks, and if you have multiple conduits, you can virtually have an underwater community if you want. So make sure to get your conduits if you are building anything underwater, from an underwater base to a drowned farm or all sorts of stuff. And now I'm going to switch to survival here so you can see that yes, you can breathe completely, you can still swim. I don't have anything to mine with, so I'm not going to mine anything, but you do mine at a normal pace, which is nice. If you're using your fist or your pickaxe, you mine at the same normal speed. You can see the little bubble effects coming off of me, and you can see that I am buffed up, and that heart of the sea is at the top right of the screen. You can see it's also going to start blinking, meaning the minute you leave water, that buff is going to start going away, and you have about 5-ish seconds before the buff goes away. But the minute you re-enter the water, the buff is going to immediately kick back on and go into full effect. You can swim with the fast speed and go in 1 block distances, so those are really nice, or 1 block heights. It's really nice. Also, if you're with a dolphin, they will help you swim a little bit faster. Can't tell about how much faster, but it's about 5%, give or take. But that's really all there is with the conduits. You guys kind of can just play with it and do whatever you want and experiment, but that's conduits for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, make sure to click that like button, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's been Syke.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face.